In less than 60 days, the United States of America will be choosing its next president. What do the headlines say? Threats of an armed insurgency. U.S. experts are worried, blame the record arms sales and the growing waves of street violence between armed groups. The Armed Conflict Location and Event Data Project published a report last week. It found that 20 violent groups have taken part in more than 100 protests recently. The protests were related to the killing of George Floyd. The violent groups belong to both sides of the political spectrum. Gun sales in the United States have hit an all-time high. At least 3.9 million guns, 3.9 million, were bought in June this year. The number is based on FBI background checks. The record purchase is over and above the 400 million firearms that are already in circulation as of 2018. In a report published in June this year, insurgency expert David Kilcullen wrote that the United States is in a state of quote-unquote incipient insurgency. And now a book bomb has hit the election. At the receiving end is President Donald Trump. The question being asked is this: did he underplay the risk of the Wuhan virus? The answer is yes. You can hear it from the horse's mouth.
I wanted to always play it down. I still like playing it down.
Yes, sir.
Because I don't want to create a panic. It goes through air, Bob. That's always tougher than the touch. You know, the touch, you don't have to touch things, right? But the air, you just breathe the air, and that's how it's passed. And so that's a very tricky one. That's a very delicate one. It's also more deadly than your strenuous flus.
This clip is from Trump's interview to Washington Post journalist Bob Woodward. It dates back to the 19th of March, just days before the president publicly underplayed the risk of the Wuhan virus. The rest, as they say, is history. But here is what the future holds for Trump. Another book bomb. Woodward is publishing a book. And no prizes for guessing what it's about. The president. The book will be the latest in a series of publications that have been giving the U.S. president a nightmare this election season. Let me bring you a small list of the book bombs he has faced. The Room Where It Happened, a White House memoir written by former National Security Advisor John Bolton. He accuses Trump of several impeachable offenses. Too Much and Never Enough, a book by Trump's niece, Mary L. Trump. She accuses the president of financial fraud. Fire and Fury by journalist Michael Wolff. Media Madness by journalist Howard Kurtz. The Briefing by former White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer. The Trump White House by Ronald Kessler. He talks about the role of the Trump family in shaping the policies of the United States. These are just some of the many books that, when put together, may blow up Trump's re-election bid. The White House is already feeling the tremors of Bob Woodward's book. White House Press Secretary had to field a few uncomfortable questions. Take a look at this.
Did President Trump intentionally mislead the American people about the threat of COVID?
Absolutely not. This president, at a time when you're facing insurmountable challenges, it's important to express confidence. It's important to express calm.
Always playing it down, is that expressing calm? It seems dishonest.
So this president does what leaders do, good leaders. It's stay calm and resolute at a time when you face an insurmountable challenge. That's what this president does.
Do leaders also muzzle field experts? U.S. President Donald Trump has been accused of muzzling Dr. Anthony Fauci. According to reports, White House officials are trying to prevent him from speaking about the risk that the Wuhan virus poses to children. Reacting to reports, Fauci has said he will not be silenced.